become your cellmate?
Does black love still exist?
What are your bedroom turnoffs?
Fantasies and fetishes.
Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff?
The child wasn't his, and you still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I just like to kiss. Is there something wrong with that?
Damn.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been possible.
He likes it when it pinches my neck.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man who's on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you rate women so well?
Go Williams.
Reason and accountability.
A voice of reason.
Ain't nobody gonna be there. They gonna be there until they can't be there no more. Can we just tell the truth? That's the four tops. I'll be there. I want somebody. Listen, man. Love is rare. And if you got it, be happy you got it. If you found it in yourself and in your partner, I'm trying to tell y'all, you guys are living unicorns. Most people, listen, we live in a society right now that has made ghosting common. What is ghosting? You just disappear without saying anything. Ever again. Until you want to hook up a year later. We live in a society where that's normal. I'm trying to tell you, if you have found that special one, like I said, my homeboy, I'm not going to give out too many details. He just got married. Beautiful woman, love him to death. That's all I'm going to say. Lucky brother. Lucky. Because it's rare. It's rare to find someone who not only empathizes with you, but they empathize with themselves. And the empathy they have for themselves pours into you. It's rare to find that. Most people gonna give up at any sign of trouble. Financial trouble, legal trouble, health problems. Most people are like, oh, no. I was here for Ruth Chris. I was here for the Hollywood Bowl Jazz Festival. That's what I was here. I was here for the Christmases in Jamaica. I was here to see you win and cheer you on. And when you start losing, because one of the biggest losses in our life is poor health. When you start taking those kind of L's, you'll see who really loves you. Let me get my brother Richie Rich in here real quick, and then I'm going to Jeff Brown. Richie Rich from Pasadena. Let's talk.
What up, Big Zo, man? Look, I'm going to be quick. Check it out. Ain't no excuses, man. Be knowledgeable about who you bring in close proximity. Be knowledgeable about how your get down is. Eat your vegetables, work out, drink your water, learn everything. Because at the end of the day, yeah, everybody's subjectional. Look, I'm conditional as well. You can't keep it up. You're going to be ostracized and kicked to the side. Keep your A game up and magnetize what you truly are in your heart. Ain't no excuses. I'm not feeling sorry for nobody. Do what you need to do so you can be on this battlefield with us winning, straight up and down.
Oh, there you. And if they start losing, what you gonna do, Rich?
You take them to the park and you one-on-one. You give them some training. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me get you right. Let's work on your skills. Let's see where you're falling short at, and let's work on it. You know what I'm saying? We're going to increase you. And just by them being around you, they're going to learn your strategies and techniques, and they're going to implement it. You dig what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Hey, man, I love Richie Rich, brother. Hey, I love you, brother. I love you. We miss you, man. Keep calling in. We appreciate your insight, youngster.
For sure. Peace.
Yes, sir. Jeff Brown from Pasadena.
Hey,
well, Jeff Brown in Chicago.
Hey, man, how are you?
He's an implant to Dina. He's a part of the new Dina. He's like a Pasadena Renaissance man. Talk to us, Jeff Brown. What up, man?
Hey, man. Well, first out, shout out to Richie Rich, man. Give me his number. We were supposed to link earlier. I think with regard to health and your spouse, the one thing that people seem to miss when you look at the commitment of marriage is that you have signed on to watch the other person die.
Ooh, go in, Jeff, go in. That's why you're here.
That's the real thing. We have said, till death do us part, does not mean till death of desire to care, till death of enthusiasm. It means, look here, I know I'm going to die. I know you going to die. I want yours to be the last face that I see. If you working on that every day, then there are concessions that both of you will make if one of you got sick. There are concessions that don't have to be asked, but a lot of times, if you're dealing with an individual who can necessarily shame you over their illness, you're also dealing with an individual that was dealing with some low-frequency issues before they got sick. I don't know, and again, this is me speaking outside of this sickness paradigm, because hell, I could get hit by a bus tomorrow. You don't know. That's the honest truth. But outside of the sickness paradigm, from what I can see looking in, is the both sides not taking into account this flesh journey. I got to take into account that if I get stricken with the weight in a way that I can't have sex and my mate still wants it, I got a decision to make. I either got to let them go or deal with that part of them being satisfied by somebody else. Those are your choices. Or unless you really are so selfish in your earth suit that you are going to use the ailment of your earth suit to hinder the person that you decided to spend your life with. And I hope never to be that person. Should Mrs. Brown, Creator give these words no power, get sick before me, bro, I'm all in. But then again, I'm AARP age. I ain't out here. I'm not out here going, okay, this is the second quarter, so I'm finna hit these streets and leave this broad here with a remote and and a bag of Doritos. I'm not.
Go ahead, Jeff.
I've been out in the street already. I already know. See, what's funny to me, brother, is a lot of times me and Mrs. Brown will sit and goofily laugh at people Friday night at 11:30 when we on the couch sitting to watch something, and we know there's still people our age out in the street trying to find themselves.
Right.
I think too little is made of finding yourself early and not wasting your early days. If you waste too much of your early days or you get with a shallow individual, well, you can pretty much guarantee you finna get some crappy service as you get sick.
So you know what?
And then I one more.
Well, no, because
I got one more.
No, you got a few more. You ain't going nowhere just yet. Hold on. No, sir. No, because
all right.
what you just outlined is technically called what they call it a conscious relationship, where the idea is about self-awareness and mindfulness, and the whole demand and desire thing kind of goes to the background, right? That's not as important as being self-aware and working on oneself and limiting one's, limited expectations of the partner. It's more about being in the now and being conscious of what we share with one another. So with that outline that you just gave me, I'm about to alley-oop you, brother. With that outline, would you say relationships, in order to survive and be full of quality, right, and be high functioning, have to have two spiritually developed people?
I would say you have to have whether you're communicating both with laptops or both drawn on a cave wall with a lump of coal. You gotta be somewhere close to
each other.
Each other in a number of ways.
Right.
You have to be close to each other in this way. If I meet somebody who has a spiritual light that's a little dimmer or a little smaller than mine, the question becomes, are they intimidated by the size of my light, and are they willing to brighten up? Because I certainly can't dim down.
So watch this. That's a right answer, but the inverse of that answer is, which part of my light is faux light? Which part of my own? You see what I'm saying? Because otherwise they wouldn't be in your sphere. Which part of my light is faux light? Which part of my life is or light is a facade? Because there's a facade.
Well, that's what gonna show you.
Yes, that's the purpose of it. Stay with me, Jeff. When we come forward, man, we're gonna go back to Jeff Brown. We got a kill in Los Angeles. We got Austin, Texas. We got folks on the line. They want to talk about it now.
The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings will disappear. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
The City of Los Angeles Department of Cannabis Regulation invites you to participate in a virtual town hall meeting called Cannabis in Your Community, partnering on progressive enforcement. They want to engage and receive input for you on a very important topic, illegal cannabis activity in your community. Community involvement is a key component to identifying problems and discovering new ideas to fix them. These virtual events will include a presentation on how DCR, the Los Angeles Police Department, and other city departments work together to tackle enforcement against illegal cannabis businesses. Each meeting will focus on a different region of the city. For more information on
The Institute for Diversity Certification is all about the 3 Ds: dedication, determination, and discipline. Learn more about our globally recognized diversity certification program today by calling 1-800-983-6192. Again, 1-800-983-6192, or visit diversitycertification.org. As the #1 organization for certified diversity professionals and also certified diversity executive credentials, diversitycertification.org will provide an opportunity for you to demonstrate dedication to the field, determination to make progress, and more discipline to your process. Go today and learn more about the diversity certification system. Call 1-800-983-6192. Again, 1-800-983-6192. Or go to diversitycertification.org. That's diversitycertification.org. The standard of excellence, equity, diversity, and inclusion.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, reminding Americans Advancing Justice is the nation's largest legal and civil rights organization for Asian Americans, Native Hawaiians, and Pacific Islanders. Founded in 1983 as the Asian Pacific American Legal Center, Advancing Justice LA serves more than 15,000 individuals and organizations every year. Their mission is to advocate for civil rights, provide legal services and education, and build coalitions to positively influence and impact Asian Americans, Native Hawaiians, and Pacific Islanders, and to create a more equitable and harmonious society. To volunteer, make a donation, or seek assistance, visit advancingjustice-la.org. That's advancingjustice-la.org. Or call 888-349-9695. 888-349-9695. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Another day is gone. I'm still all alone. How could this be? You're not here with me. You never said goodbye. Someone tell me why. Did you have to go? Leave my world so cold. Every day I see it as myself. I feel the same. Something whispers in my ear and says that you are not alone. I am
My playlist is my co-host. We had to bring in the late, great MJ to set it off. You are not alone. But sometimes we feel alone. The person being cared for feels alone. And sometimes the caregiver feels alone. It's a tough place to be. But as Jeff Brown, is he still there? Let's bring Jeff in. As Jeff was saying, it's par for the course if we say we love each other. Right, Jeff?
Yeah, you don't get to pick that part of your lesson, brother. And I think that it sucks. Yeah, it's a real crappy deal of the cards. If you get an individual who has health issues, and nobody really wants to deal with that, but that's what love is about. Now the other thing is, did genetics do this to you, or did grape soda and rib tips do this to you?
Come on, here we go. Killer food. Did grape soda and rib tips? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
All right, go in, Jeff. Go. I'm gonna get out your way. Go in.
Did the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost put this on you, or was it the King, the Clown, and the Colonel?
Wow.
That's what we got to really be honest about. If we're gonna really get it home with it, I expect the best from Mrs. Brown, because I give her my best self. And I think to bring this around to the, and you know me, I'm about to take crazy road, to bring this around to the Lizzo weight controversy. You have to ask yourself, is in 2023, is an individual who is morbidly obese, is that individual really focused on their best selves?
And if they're not, they definitely can't give their best to their significant other. Keep going, Jeff.
Yeah, you can't give your best to your significant significant other, but when it's time for dialysis, you certainly expect it from them, now don't you?
Wow. What?
Did you give your best? Were you giving your best knowing after the doctor said, look here, your kidneys are in trouble. You can make it with both of these kidneys if you leave soda and sugar alone. How many times did you realize?
I was raised like this. I've been eating like my grandmama taught me how to cook like this. This is in our family.
Right, exactly. Diabetes runs in your family because no one runs in your family.
Keep going, Jeffrey.
This is the thing, okay? I have to give it to, I'm gonna tell a little bit of my wife's business right now, but
wait,
we are both.
Get permission, Jeff. don't do it.
She don't care.
Oh, okay, good. All right.
She out there. Bruh, she getting it. She's an hour a day, trying to get to 4 gallons of water a week.
Nice.
We are both vegetarians.
Mm-hmm.
We are both working out. We are both pushing ourselves and pushing each other because we have decided that we deserve the best us from each other.
So, Jeff, would you say the regimen that you and your wife are participating in is a type of caregiving?
Absolutely.
Go into it, Jeff. Go deeper, brother.
Absolutely. It's metaphysically from another place, to again overshare. We have both gotten in touch with the octogenarians of us. And those people in the future, because they want to be financially independent and they want to be healthy and they don't want to be a burden to the rest of our young family, we are taking care of the octogenarian Mr. and Mrs. Brown today.
Jeff, for the layman, what is an octogenarian?
An 80-something. I'm believing the Creator for 110 years at least.
Thus, octa, meaning 8?
8.
Yes, I got you.
Yeah, octogenarians, man. I've been in touch with my octogenarian, and that dude don't want to be sitting around. That dude wants to. I told you, dude, on my 75th birthday, I'm buying a Harley. I want to be able to ride it. So I have thoughts about my future that prohibited me from doing dumb mess today. And the dumbest mess we do to ourselves is what we put in our mouths with a fork. You trying to get somebody to, what you basically doing is driving drunk with your diet. And when you wreck your body, you're going to make your mate take care of it.
Ooh, you got a drunk diet. If you don't knock it off, Jeff, if you don't knock it off tonight, and you done wrecked your body because of your drunk diet, man.
Yeah, and now she got to take care of it, or he got to take care of it.
Wow.
Or, and the truth is, there's no person under the sound of my voice that can't get an opinion on what it is they're putting inside of them that's bad. They know, you don't have the excuse of your parents or your grandparents. You don't have that. You know good and hell well what you ain't supposed to be eating and where you ain't supposed to be eating it from and what time. You know much better than to say your grace over poison, but there's a bunch of that going on. As black people, and I feel derelict to speak about anything with us that does not start with immediately abandoning the things that we know we got that don't serve us from the effects of chattel slavery. And numero uno is your diet. You'd have a lot less of these, in the words of Noel Jones, you need a lot less of God's miracles if you obeyed more of his laws. A miracle is when God decides to break his own law. If you survive a fall from a 10-story building, you have just experienced the mercy of God defying his law of gravity. That's a law. That's a law of nature here on the earth. There are laws. God has laws about finance. And I'm not holding the Boko Shan and going to the Bible.
Hold the Boko Shan.
Come on, man. You can find laws about finance in the Quran, in the Torah. You want to break all these laws and then go for the miracle. You want to live your life with no plan, as if this phrase has ever been uttered in a Super Bowl. Everybody go long.
Oh, Jeff.
Nobody's ever said that.
Hey, Jeff, man, I appreciate you, brother. I love you to death, man. Hey.
My man.
Oh, we got to do this more often, Jeff. I love it, man. Thank you so much for the insight. We appreciate it, man. Wow.
All right, now.
Jeff Brown, man, he done brought Pasadena in the building. We on fire tonight. Listen, Jeff was walking us down this path about spirituality and relationships and eating right and not being a burden. I keep telling y'all, relationship is the worst place to hide from yourself. Like he said, if you take care of yourself, you know, you'll be able to grow up to understand what I just said. Relationship is the worst place to hide from yourself. You'll start working on yourself without fear, without judgment, the whole 9 yards. Listen, we going to Austin, Texas, and Los Angeles. When we come back, the phone lines are cracking all the way through. People want to talk. Do you silently resent your significant other for falling ill? When we come forward, much more to talk about.
He's on fire tonight. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams, exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Mike Island, and here's the latest from the Black Information Network. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis and Republican Marco Rubio are being reelected to another term. NBC News projects DeSantis will defeat Democrat Charlie Crist, while projecting Rubio will defeat Democrat Val Demings. Demings conceded in the Florida Senate race.
In the coming years, American democracy, it will be tested. This is going to be the great challenge of our lives. But I am here tonight to tell you that yes, even tonight, I still believe in America.
DeSantis was elected as governor of Florida in 2018, while Rubio was first elected to the Senate in 2010. And that's the latest. I'm Mike Island from your 24/7 news source, the Black Information Network, and BINnews.com.
Need an accident attorney by your side? All you got to do is call the accident guys.
Injured in a car accident or at work? Call the accident guys. Because unlike other firms, an attorney will negotiate your case, not a paralegal.
This is the KBLA Sports Minute with Ray Richardson.
The Lakers and Clippers meet up again tonight at Crypto.com Arena. Clippers forward Paul George has been putting in work during Kawhi Leonard's absence. George is averaging 31 points in the Clippers' last 5 games. The Clippers are 4-1 in that stretch. The Lakers are 2-8, but Russell Westbrook has been balling since coming off the bench the last 6 games. Westbrook is averaging 19.3 points, 6.8 assists, and shooting a respectable 51% from the floor. Tip-off time tonight at 7. The Brooklyn Nets promoted assistant coach Jacques Vaughn to a permanent head coach. Vaughn had been the interim coach since Steve Nash was fired on November 1st. The Nets are 2-2 since Vaughn took over. No debates, no speculation, just the info you need. That's your KBLA Sports Minute. I'm Ray Richardson. This sports report was brought to you by MVP Accident Attorneys. When it comes to your settlement, we're slam dunk. Call 833-MVP-WINS or check their website at themvp.com.
If you're the victim of a car accident, call the pros at MVP Accident Attorneys. When it comes to getting the maximum compensation you deserve, our team hits it out of the park. Call 833-MVP-WINS for a free case review.
Call me your MVP.
Hi, I'm Travis Smiley. As KBLA Talk 1580 host, we never quite know where the conversation is going to go. But sometimes our guests really surprise us.
Let me just close to say I downloaded your app while we were talking. It's a terrific app. I look forward to it. I'm enjoying your format and what have you. I will tweet it to my several 100,000 followers and call their attention to it as well.
If the KBLA 1580 app is enticing enough for our guests to download and share, you should download the app and share with your friends too.
That's beautiful.
So, download the KBLA 1580 app today and take us with you wherever you go. KBLA Talk 1580.
You are now rocking with the best.
We got a lot to talk about.
The California Crusader newspaper would like to thank all of our subscribers for their support throughout the years. Bay Areas for more than 40 years. The California Crusader is a multicultural, black-owned, adjudicated newspaper that focuses on providing newsworthy information to the people in our community. We're constantly looking for ways to assist businesses in our community to connect with our subscribers. We provide low-cost, effective ways to promote your business with our reasonable and affordable advertising rates. You can participate by suggesting, sharing, and submitting your stories on the California Crusader newspaper Community Share Facebook group page, or visit our website at cal-cruise-news.com. That's calcruisenews.com. Then click on the Submit Now button located on the top right corner of the homepage, or text CCN to 42828. Again, text CCN to 42828. The California Crusader newspaper, working together to build a better community for our future. Subscribe today.
Did you know fixing outdoor leaks can save 27 to 90 gallons of water per day? Even tiny leaks can be huge water wasters. Conserving water starts with a few simple water-saving actions at home and in your yard, like adjusting your sprinklers and adding drip irrigation so you water only where it's needed. We can all do our part to conserve water. Visit SaveOurWater.com. Save water, save California.
Roll out. The all-new Gardena Nissan is proud to be a partner of KBLA, and right now, during their fall sales event, Zero Down delivers any new or pre-owned car at Gardena Nissan. They're located conveniently on Redondo Beach Boulevard at Western, and they specialize in helping folks out who have no credit, bad credit, bankruptcies, or repos. The folks at Gardena Nissan will take fantastic care of you and help you get into the car you need and deserve at a spectacular price. Visit them today or shop online at GardinaNissan.com. The all-new Gardena Nissan is proud to be a partner of KBLA, and right now, during their fall sales event, Zero Down delivers any new or pre-owned car at Gardena Nissan. For the best deals, log on to GardinaNissan.com. Zero Down on approved credit. GardinaNissan.com. Roll out.
At Social Security, we are always thinking of ways to save you time and make things easier. That's why we created My Social Security. A My Social Security account allows you to access your earnings history and benefits information, request a replacement Social Security card, get a proof of income letter, estimate and apply for time. Go online. Open a My Social Security account at ssa.gov/myaccount. Social Security. Securing today and tomorrow.
Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
You're listening to the Voice of Reason with Joe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk
1580. Mama, you understand that? Well, like how I understand you can't, because I got been, Paris, Beirut, I've been Iraq, Iran, Eurasia, I speak very, very fluent Spanish. Todo está bien chévere. Chévere. Is that right, Mama? Yes, I got my shaking room with the little person.
Everybody's got a thing, but some don't know how to handle it. Always reaching out in vain, just taking the things not worth having. But Don't you worry about a thing. Don't you worry about a thing, Mama.
The voice of reason. My playlist is my co-host. Listen, we should all strive to make our relationships more beautiful than our playlists. Can you hear the music? You hear the love in it. Don't you worry about a thing. We have to learn to make our relationships as beautiful or more beautiful than the music we listen to. There's songs out there. So the greatest love songs in the world, you have this debate with anybody. Prince, Adore, Michael Jackson, Lady in My Life, Superstar, Luther Vandross. We talk about all these wonderful records, these beautiful, all I do is think of you, Troop, and, we think of all of the beautiful records that we've heard, right? But are our relationships as beautiful? Do we worry about every little thing as opposed to what Stevie said, don't you worry about a thing? Sister Regina Harris in our chat room, she said, what's up, Zoe? And chat. She says, 35 plus years married. We've weathered 6 chronic illnesses, prostate cancer in 2016. Between us, a son with Down syndrome, from 1988 forward, caregiving has been a conscious gifting for us. Oh, Ashe, sister. Blessings to you, Sister Regina. We appreciate you for sharing that. That's power. Because if people can see that there are people out there that have weathered it, that see caregiving as a gift. And remember, caregiving is bidirectional. You have to give to yourself. You have to the caregiver has to make space for themselves. They have to pour into themselves as much as they try to pour into somebody else, and they can't pour into somebody else with intention or with expectation. 1-800-920-1580 phone lines are cracking. Akil from Los Angeles, get in here. I got to talk to you, Akil.
Well, you've heard from me before. Now I'm going to drop some information on you.
Please.
Love, eros love, agape love, right. Whatever it is you want to call it. We all need to research, look into our past, and we'll find that we did not have a word called love. Mm-hmm. The Europeans, what do you call them, the missionaries?
Okay, keep going. I'm listening. I'm in class right now. You're teaching.
The missionaries bragged about we gave love to the world. Elijah Muhammad talked about the white man is a master of technology. You see, if we didn't have this word, then what was it all about? It was about getting us to drop our guard. Pocahontas, for example, she was a betrayer of her people based upon her, quote, love for John Smith. Cortez, Malinche was Cortez's mistress, and she betrayed her people, the Aztecs. The Inca mistress of Pizarro, whose name I don't remember, she did the same thing. The forever going theme was, why should I betray my people? Because we're in love. Love conquers all. That's what they say. It said love makes the world go round. All is fair in love and war. Let me back it up again. Remember this. The Europeans were born under the sign of war. They are children of war. War is about tricking. That's why Elijah referred to them as the masters of technology. We have blindly, from the time that we were children, been taught that Jesus loves all the little children, and God is love. The Europeans' God is love. Madam H.P. Blavatsky in her book talking about Yahweh is a war god. Ares is the war god. In other words, what do you know about war? The first order of war is deception. So they use this word, and let me refer you. Michael Bradley, Iceman Inheritance. Please check that out. He does a whole, the late Michael Bradley he does a whole section on the term love. And he tells you only the European world was talking about love. And that's what we're dominated by at this point in time. That's why all the songs talk about love, and that's why in reality there is no definition for love. It's something that we have just taken for granted as if that's the way it is. Well, we've been tricked. And what is the most difficult thing for people who have been tricked to admit to? Ironically, I've been tricked. That's the first thing we must admit to. That's right.
Right.
And ain't nobody ever going to admit to that, but it's the truth. We've been tricked. We've been tricked into believing that love does indeed make the world go round. It is a European thing. You see, the black world was based on quayle or truth. That's why either you did it or you didn't. Yes or no. That's why the Muslim thing of cutting off the hand, that comes from ma'at. Either you did it or you didn't. Yes or no. And you weren't. See, the Europeans, in breaking down societies vis-a-vis war, then this resulted in orphans. When the Spaniards came here, they left a lot of orphans, and they turned those orphans into soldiers against the native people that were already living here. And everything was based on, quote, love. Remember, they didn't send a big old mighty army, and they sent one man, a priest, a padre. He came in real humble, dressed in a robe, and next thing you knew, soldiers came in after him, and they had created a society now that had been destroyed, or that was in the process of being destroyed. And they were the ones, they being the Europeans, were the ones that now began to educate these orphans. And one of the things that they taught them about was amore, or amor, love.
I love it.
And as I said,
Akil, I can't, Akil, I can't let you just go on infinitely. I need you to wrap it up for me, brother. I'm gonna give you a couple more points, but then we got to move on, okay?
Okay, but you just said it. I love it. That's what you just said.
I love it.
Because
I love what you're doing, Akil.
We are devoid of words to replace this, and that's something we must come up with and drop this white man's frame of reference.
Man.
Anyhow,
thank you so much, brother.
Have a good day.
You too, brother. We appreciate the insight. I don't mind learning. I'm just on a clock. Lord have mercy. The brother was dropping jewels, man. Jewels. He said, I can't even say love no more. Now I feel funny. I was about to say, I love what he was. No, don't say that. When we come forward, I'm going to talk to my brother Al in Austin, Texas, as well as Bowman from Grand Prairie, Texas. We on fire tonight.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
Governor Newsom not supporting making kindergarten mandatory. Maisha Cairo here. It's your K-Black Minute News. The Office of Governor Gavin Newsom released a list of bills from the current legislative session that he both signed and those that he vetoed. Among the bills vetoed was Senate Bill 70, which would have made attending one-year kindergarten mandatory beginning the 2024 to 2025 school year. Existing California law does not require children to attend school until they are 6 years old, the age that children typically begin first grade. Kindergarten is reported to help level the playing field for children who are less likely to receive high-quality child care or preschool. Parents and community members, I'd like to
know, tweet us at KBLA 1580 #KBlackMinute with your thoughts.
Show them who we are.
KBLA Talk 1580 has not one, but two Black Panther Wakanda Forever weekend giveaways for KBLA Talk 1580 listeners. Friday, November 11th starts your weekend with a private screening of Black Panther Wakanda Forever, dinner for two, and an overnight stay at the W Hotel Hollywood. On Saturday, be our guest to the KBLA Wakanda Forever brunch and pool party. Win a KBLA Wakanda Forever weekend at the W Hotel Hollywood. It's simple to enter. Open the KBLA Talk 1580 app and enter to win. Two winners will be announced Thursday, November 10th. Listen to KBLA Talk 1580 to find out if you will experience the KBLA Talk 1580 Wakanda Forever weekend, starting Friday, November 11th at the W Hotel Hollywood. Black Panther Wakanda Forever private screening, dinner for two, overnight stay at the W Hotel Hollywood, brunch and pool party on Saturday. Download the KBLA Talk 1580 Black Panther Wakanda Forever weekend. Black Panther Wakanda Forever opens November 11th in theaters nationwide. But there's only one way to win the KBLA Talk 1580 Black Panther Wakanda Forever weekend. Open the KBLA Talk 1580 app and enter to win. The KBLA Talk 1580 Black Panther Wakanda Forever weekend is sponsored by Top Shelf Getaways.
Only the most broken people can be great leaders.
When you're the victim of a car accident, who goes to bat for you is crucial. We're MVP Accident Attorneys, the personal injury pros. Hiring the right law firm could be the difference between a rewarding settlement and striking out. When it comes to getting the maximum compensation you deserve, our team hits it out of the park. Call the pros at MVP Accident Attorneys at 833-MVP-WINS for a free case review. Call 833-MVP-WINS.
Call me your MVP.
More of the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams right now on KBLA Talk 1580.
Count me through thick and thin, a friendship that will never end. When you are weak, I will be strong, helping you to carry on. Call me, I will be there. Don't be afraid. Please believe me when I say, count on. I can see it's hurting you. I can feel your pain. It's hard to see the sunshine through the rain. Oh, I know. It's never going, but you get through it. Just don't give in, 'cause you can.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you got a relationship that feels this good, you won the relationship Powerball. You are lucky. Man, to have somebody that's down for you, all 10 toes, through sickness and in health, through poverty, through whatever ails you. That's how you know you got somebody who really loves you for you. Not what you do, but who you are. It's rare, but it's possible. I believe it's rooted in you being down for yourself, you loving you, you appreciating you, and then it spreads outwardly. 1-800-920-1580. The phone lines have been cracking this entire show. Let's get Al from Austin in the building. Al, talk to us. What are your thoughts?
Zomethius, man, I'm really loving the show. You started a point about an hour ago and you didn't finish it, and I really needed some help with it. It was about compassion fatigue.
Yeah.
And okay, when you're in a relationship, you do certain things, and you're not giving to get. You're giving because that's who you are. I get that.
Right.
after a while, you can't do what you used to do. And so you find yourself not being the person that you used to be. And your partner, well, you realize your partner only loved you for what you used to do.
Right.
It wasn't authentic, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So it seems like the only choice you have is to get out of the relationship. But if you do that, you'll never have anything worth keeping. You'll never endure anything if you just leave everything.
Why do you say that?
So it just seems like, man, if you try to make it work. I mean, you do what you can to make it work. And I want to have a lasting relationship. I don't want to have something that's just here for the moment and gone.
So, really quickly, here are the signs of compassion fatigue. Feelings of helplessness and powerlessness in the face of a sick spouse or somebody you're taking care of. You know, you see them suffering. Sometimes you feel like there's nothing more you can do and you can't help anymore. You feel powerless. That's a sign of compassion fatigue. Reduced feelings of empathy and sensitivity. Sometimes, okay, they so far gone, it ain't nothing I can do. There's nothing more I can do. They're so far gone, the situation ain't going to turn around. You lose empathy and sensitivity for them. Then also there's the feeling of being overwhelmed and exhausted by the demand of the work, of caregiving in and of itself. Then, you know, there's some feelings of being detached or numb or emotionally disconnected. Loss of interest in activities you used to enjoy. So this is compassion fatigue. But let me just say this, brother. You hear people throw around the word commitment when it comes to relationship a lot. Mm-hmm. And you understand that I always lay out the spiritual dynamic of relationship, right? So I always use the mirror example. Relationship is a highly reflective mirror where the biofeedback you get from your partner is your personal curriculum. That's what you use to grow yourself up, right? So with that being said, most people are not committed to themselves. So they won't be committed to the task of being there for their partner. If you can run out on you, you will run out on your partner. If you can run out of empathy for yourself, you will run out of, or if you've never poured into your own empathy cup, the cup you have to pour into someone else, it's probably going to run out quick, right? You understand what I'm saying? Do you hear what I'm saying? Yeah, absolutely. So, again, are you really committed to this person? Sometimes illness will reveal the depth of your commitment. I say the depth of your commitment is a direct reflection to the depth of the truth of who you are. If you're not committed to you, you damn sure not going to be committed to anybody else. Now, when you say leaving a relationship, you have to understand when you're caregiving, it's giving, not receiving. You have to focus your mind on not getting anything. Like I said in the beginning of the show, if you walk into the into the caregiving situation saying to yourself, now's an opportunity for you to see how much I care about you. And hopefully you appreciate it. You might not even state that. That might be something unconscious in your mind. Right?
Yeah,
if you go into it like that, entropy, relationship obsolescence, the longer you caregive, it's going to break down because you're not giving from a genuine space, right? You're giving for, there's an alternative motive. Please acknowledge me for giving to you. Now I can help you. Do you get what I'm saying?
I do. That wasn't, help. Okay. My thing is, if
all right,
she says,
wait, stay with me, Al. Hold on. When we come forward, I'm going to come right back to Al. We got the Inland Empire. We got Grand Prairie, Texas. Phone lines are crazy. When we come forward, back to Austin, Texas.
The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
A kid. And sometimes that can look messier, ickier, and stickier than we'd like to admit. We can't always protect our kids from chewing on borrowed pencils, sharing lip gloss, or mild sneezes. But there is one thing we can protect them from, and that's COVID-19. Keep your family safer with vaccines and boosters. Find one near you at myturn.ca.gov.
Brought to you by the California Department of Public Health.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Much as you blame yourself, you can't be blamed for the way that you feel. Had no example of a love that would even.
Let's do it. We got a little bit of time. Al, you got to make this quick. The next show is ready to come in here. Al from Austin, wrap it up for me.
Absolutely. When you find out that she loves you because of the role that you played, then what is your next move?
The role you played as what? Caregiver, provider?
As caregiver. Yes, as caregiver. Yes, sir.
That's okay. She can love you for that. That's all right. Are you resentful that she loves you just because you cared for her? It seems like she's using you. If she says she loves you because you cared for her, right? Isn't that an opportunity to build on something? She appreciates you for caring for her. Appreciation and gratitude grows more. You feel resentful because you feel like, oh, she used you? Right. Did she say I used you? Did she act like Did she act like a user? Yes. Oh, this is deep. Maybe we got to do this topic tomorrow. Listen, brother, I appreciate the call. I'm sorry. We got to go, but maybe we can do this tomorrow, Al. Oh, Lord. I'm sorry, Inland Empire, Bowman, Grand Prairie, Texas. Listen, tomorrow is going to be crazy. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. The show's been on fire. Stay tuned. Danny Morrison and Robin Ayers, they're going to keep the fire lit. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Deuces.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Mike Island,